Just gonna do some minor things on the scooter. I have to go to the doctor's because my foot is, I think my foot's broken. So I have declined any attempts to try and corral me into the doctor's office up until now. But now it has become so painful that I can't do anything, and I almost can't walk. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully the doc will have some good news and won't say, it looks like we're going to have to cut off your arm and turn you into a robot. If he does, I will obviously be upgrading myself on the live series that will be coming up. Fang's Garage is live and is now a cyborg. I'll be turning myself into a cyborg, essentially, if everything does go according to plan, at least the doctor's plan, to cut my foot off. So, yeah, I'll be hopefully getting a laser eye, a robotic foot. Obviously, I'm going to put some kind of spring mechanism into my foot so I can jump super high. But that is, of course, to be determined. I got to see exactly what kind of carbon fiber I need to use, what I need to get for this whole operation foot replacement. Let me go ahead and pull this up on my screen real quick. Okay. So again, to the 0 people watching, this will be a short one. Won't be a long live because I don't want to be late. It's weird. My foot does not hurt at all right now. Unless I bend it, then it hurts really bad. So, I'm going to start off by obviously doing a little bit of cutting with the grinder, since that's what we left off on last night. Let's see. Maybe I should put this a little bit lower. It seems like it's a little bright out there. There we go. It's maybe a little bit better. Let me grab Courtney, Dismo, and Tom and throw them over here and get them to get to work. They've been kind of slacking off lately. Tom has really been neglecting his laundry duties. Dismo hasn't been washing the dishes, and Courtney is just kind of a pig in general. I mean, just apart from her eating so much, she actually eats all the chips every time we buy them. I said, hey, Courtney, you can't be making a whole meal out of these chips, okay? You eat the cereal like that, you eat the chips like that, you're constantly taking all the food and you're freaking eating all the food and making a snack into a meal, Courtney. Come on. Last time Courtney ate almost a whole bag of honey bunches of oats. I said, are you serious? Nobody else even got any, Courtney? Let me grab my goggles. Oh, here they are. My goggles and ear hole protectors, and let me go ahead and do a little grinding. Get my grind on. And it's weird not having to take the lights out. Not used to being out here in the daytime. I'm used to crawling around in the sewers at night. I'm not actually legally supposed to be out in the daytime. But I'll break the rules. Just for today. Just for you guys. Okay. I'm gonna be using a grinder. It might be a little bit loud. Let me turn down the music a bit, because now I'm hyper paranoid about it drowning out my precious voice. My lovely little voice. I need to be heard. I need to tell you guys about what I'm doing on this 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter. I'm making it into a little Mad Max scooter. So, I'm gonna be using the grinder, guys. Might get a little bit loud. I hope you're wide awake. swap out to the flat wheel real quick. I can feel my foot pain is starting to climb. It's at about a 4 right now, and it's climbing about every 30 seconds, about a half a point. So we're in for a treat. I might not be able to move after this. I might be completely immobilized because I've crouched down like this for more than 2 seconds. Sure, my doctor will say, were you using a grinder all morning? You're covered in metal dust. And I'll say, yeah. Yes, doctor, you should check it out live. Yeah, of course, as you guys may know, Gizmo was my primary care physician for quite a while. But there was a couple little controversies going on, so I had to let him go. Roblox Queen says, hi, what's going on, Roblox Queen? Me and Roblox Queen go way back. We actually were there when Legos were invented, guys. We were there for the opening day at Lego Corporation when they first started making those little bricks. If you want to talk about the originals, I mean, Roblox Queen knows what's up, and she, of course, was there when the first brick was laid at Lego. It is a monumental day, guys, and of course, Lego is a legendary company, so not really surprising for Roblox Queen. Chickie-yoon! What's going on, Chickie-yoon? Me and Chickie-yoon actually used to work at a poultry company together. It was a big company. I cannot say the name, but of course it does sound like a famous boxer's last name. But we were in charge of the chicken nuggets, guys. We were in the R&D development section of said company, and we were basically designing chicken nuggets. I mean, if you want to talk about a fun job, talk about designing chicken nugget designs. I mean, Chickie-yoon was making the stars. We were working with the dinosaurs. I mean, at some point, we even had a farm animal idea for chicken nugget shapes. I mean, it would have been great. I had the cow all worked out. Of course, the chicken is the controversial one. You cannot make chicken nuggets that are in the shape of little chickens. It does something to people's minds, and it just bugs them out. So, lesson learned there, guys. Michael Anuj, M8X. I am back. Michael never dies. My channel got deleted, says Michael. I hacked YouTube, says Michael. What's going on? Raymond, go. Johnson, go away. Johnson, don't go anywhere. Raymond. Michael, I'm glad that you have hacked the Matrix. I'm glad that you have infiltrated the motherboards and downloaded all the files. I knew that you could do it, Michael. I knew that you would be able to get back into the Matrix and you could plug back in and get back to where you need to be, Michael. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to know that you are fulfilling your destiny, Michael, because that is truly your destiny. But I'm excited to see your content, Michael. Me and Michael go way back. We actually used to be in competitive three-leg races. I mean, you want to talk about a competitive sport, three-leg races, it gets cutthroat, guys. It is down to the wire every single time, literally the wire wrapped around you and your partner's leg. And once you guys get in that stride and once you start really moving and you're grooving and you're in sync, I mean, me and Michael, it looked like it was one person running. We were so in sync. We were just boom, 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 boom. Three-legged race, three-time world champion, three-legged race, me and Michael. That's probably why they deleted his channel. They want to bury the truth a lot of times. And the truth is that me and Michael dominated at the three-legged races back in Tecumseh, Louisiana. It was a very small town, guys. It's very hard to find on a map. But we were the three-time world champions, guys. And the authorities were there. They verified it. Ripley's, believe it or not, was there. It's in the book, 2006. Look it up. It's a hardcover book. Yeah, three-legged race world record. It was actually a three-legged marathon that we got the world record for, but we did win a lot of three-legged races, me and Michael Anuj. But yeah, I mean, it was a marathon, three-legged marathon, guys. A lot of people died that year just from the pure stress of the event because it is very high stakes, guys. Everything was on the line, and me and Michael, we did it. Okay, so this part is pretty much done. I think that before I put it on there, probably the best course of action would be to drill the hole in it, since it will be a lot easier to drill it in a, I guess, a vertical orientation than a horizontal one. Let me show you what I'm doing, and you guys can be the judge on how horrible I am at it. Let me show you what I'm up to. I can't hear you, says Michael. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate the kind words, Raymond. I'm trying to be as magnetic as I possibly can. Can you hear me now, Michael? I'm really just trying to become the ultimate black hole that I was always meant to be. This is the little mount that I made for this. So basically, I cut this piece out. Nice. I'm glad you can hear me now, Michael. I'll try and speak up a little bit. This is the little part that I made, and it's going to go on right here. I'm going to drill a hole in here, and then after that, sorry guys, the professor was out late last night, so she's not helping. I'm going to make this, put this seat pan on here that I made, just like this, right? Sorry guys, kind of slanted, so it's kind of falling off. And then what I'll do is I'll make a corresponding tab for the seat pan. So I'll make another tab that's coming down the same shape like an L almost. It'll have a hole in it as well, and then this will bolt right on. And then the front of the seat will be all sorted out, and it'll be ready to start being upholstered, besides the two back mounts that I'll be making on there. Nice. I'm glad that you can hear me now, Michael. Of course, Gizmo is very glad that you're here, Michael. And of course, Raymond Johnson is very appreciative of the magnetism that is going on. I've been sitting underneath a couple dozen electromagnetic generators. That's basically how I've been sleeping lately. When I don't burrow into the ground and cover myself with dirt and sleep underneath the earth, I like to sit underneath a big array of electromagnets, and I just have them on full blast, just blasting me with electromagnets. That's what I do whenever I'm just resting, guys. I'm well aware that it does give you special abilities and magic powers, at least from what I've read online. So yeah, I've just been getting these crazy headaches lately. My hair has been falling out, my teeth are all falling out. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's probably has to do with the vitamins that I've been taking. I don't think it has anything to do with the electromagnets that I've been sitting underneath every night. But I'll have to consult my doctor and see if that is the case. Let me clean these up a little bit more, make sure they're all ready to weld. Okay, so let me get this thing drilled out. Again, guys, I am on a limited time frame today, limited schedule. I do have to go to a doctor's appointment a little bit, so I will have to keep it brief, but I figured I should at least get something done while there's something to get done, guys. And there's always something to get done here at Fang's Garage. We are live every single night except for Thursdays. Don't ask about Thursdays. I don't want to talk about it. At 9:30 Pacific, we'll be working on this scooter that you see right here, this Mad Max scooter. We'll be feeding Gizmo after midnight. I have a big giant bag of Haribo gummy bears, some sort of Haribo gummy bear challenge. I don't know. I saw it online, and Gizmo said that all the kids at his school are doing it as well. So I'm gonna support Gizmo and help him out and make sure that he doesn't feel secluded at school. We're gonna do the Haribo gummy bear challenge later on tonight, guys, and we'll see how many he can eat without getting sick to his stomach. So Michael, I am working on a little scooter. I will show you in just a brief moment. I'll walk you around it real quick. And we will be working on this Scooty Scoot until it's done. Shouldn't take that long. Hopefully. I keep saying that. I keep saying every 3 weeks that it'll take 2 more weeks. And I'm not sure how that's working out. The math is not adding up, but I've never been good at math. I've been more of an art major. So we'll go with that. Let's get this hole drilled out. If I could find a single drill bit. Doesn't appear that I have a single drill bit to my name, but I'll try and work with what I have. I have a bunch of little dull pieces of metal that are called drill bits. I don't think they actually qualify as drill bits, so might as well be drilling with a piece of cardboard at this point. That's okay. I've drilled with less. Oops. Sorry, Michael. Let me walk you around the scooter real quick. This is the GY6 Mad Max scooter that I've been working on, Michael. Gizmo is, of course, here in his favorite little cubby hole. I made this jerry can toolbox thing, and this thing opens up like this. And it's Gizmo's little hideout. I used to hang out in there, just relax, play with his little Sudoku puzzles, all this and that, you know. Let me put this actually right here, and I need to put this on the center stand. Sorry guys, I can move right here. Oh my gosh, this camera work is abysmal, dude. You're really not doing great at this, are you? Nope. Not at all. Okay. Hang on, Tommy boy. Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe while I was sleeping, somebody was smashing my ankle with a sledgehammer. That's the only thing that I could imagine was happening, but that's what it feels like. Feels like a small Hyundai Sonata has run over my foot, so that's fun. Something to look forward to. You have weird dolls, says Michael. Michael, if you thought that was weird, you have no idea what's going on, Michael. It gets weird here at Fang's Garage, and that's okay. That's how I prefer it, Michael. I am not Tommy Boy. Oh no, Michael, I was not referring to you as Tommy Boy. I'll show you Tommy Boy real quick, Michael. This is, of course, one of the co-hosts of Fang's Garage, Michael. This is, he said his name was Tom on the rental application. I'm not 100% sure if that's his real name. But yeah, he is, this is Tom. And he is one of the co-hosts here at Fang's Garage. You wanna come say hi to Michael real quick, Tom? Yeah, what's going on, Michael? It's Michael Anuge. Yeah, my name's Tom. Don't look too far into it, okay? Better not say anything to him.
Yeah, that's my name. It's my actual name, Tom. But yeah, I'm living here on the couch, guys. $400 a month. I'm getting lots of recyclables, and I am making rent.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his actual name, guys, but that is what he does. He likes to sit around and eat all the cashews that we have. Those cashews are not cheap, guys. If you've ever been to Costco and you bought those dang tub of cashews, it's $20, and he eats about 90% of it. It's really kind of annoying. I'm kind of sick of it. But yeah, he does like to hang out here in the garage, and he likes to just kind of get in trouble a lot of times, which gremlins do, of course. He does do that quite often, and they are, of course, known to do that, so no surprises there. Let me grab my dial indicator. Why do I keep calling it a dial indicator? It's called a digital caliper. Something in my brain is switching the two words. Let me just get this, grab on my little caliper, and let's see if I can get this thing drilled out real quick. Just gonna try and get a little center line on here. It's like about 40. It's just about 40, so I'll go 20. So again, guys, I am working on the seat bracket, or the seat like mounting mechanism, basically. Trying to figure out how to mount this seat. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am marking a center line for this hole. Let's see, and then I'll mark it probably about right there. That looks good. I'm basically trying to mark out the spot I want to drill this hole, and then let's see. That looks maybe a tiny bit higher. I'm going to drill it out, and then I will, I'm not sure if I will have time to weld it on right now. I got to check if I have time to bust out the welder. That'd be nice if I could. But yeah, I just have to weld this on, and then make another bracket for the seat pan, and then, yeah, weld that on. Easy enough. What's going on, Michael? Hey, what's going on, Weasel? How you doing, Weasel? Michael, I will ask him not to eat you. No promises there. You have a bond. A bond, yes, exactly. We do have a bond. Me and Tommy boy here, we have a deep bond. I did adopt him technically, and he does call me dad. Took him a little getting used to, but he does call me dad now. So that is nice. Feels good to be a father to such a mythical little creature. And you know what? It really feels good to kind of feel like you're in the right spot in your life. I mean, when I found him out on the doorstep, and there was a rental application there, and it said, "Can I please live here?" And I said, "Why is there a note like you're a little baby? You can talk, you can speak perfect English. What's going on here, Tom?" And I said, "What's your name here, Tom?" He said, "Yeah, Tom. Yes, Tom." And you know what? We did start bonding. It feels good to finally kind of just embrace what I always thought I would do, which is work on scooters and raise gremlins and pick at my scabs. It's one of my favorite hobbies, guys, just picking at my scabs, just seeing what's under there, trying to get it to go away. And, you know, it doesn't really work. It doesn't. All it really does is just leave a scar. But you know what? All the best things in life, they usually leave scars. All the ones you love most. It's really the way that you know that they're still there. It's just a scar. It's okay, guys. You got to embrace the pain sometimes in life. I'm going to drill through this real quick. If I would be so smart as to plug in the drill, unless I'm planning on manually drilling it, which I've done in the past. Let's get the drill. Again, this is not a drill, guys, but this is a drill from Harbor Freight. It's a Chicago Electric drill. All right, one hole drilled. Just gonna do it a couple more times. Doesn't have to be the largest hole. Just using a M6 by 1.0 bolt for it, in case you guys are curious. Of course, Fang's favorite bolt. One of my favorite bolts of all time. When I started getting into working on motorcycles, and I started realizing I needed to start learning about different threads and pitches and all that about bolts and nuts, I said, this is the one that I learned first, M6 by 1.0. And that's the one that I kind of use all the time. And if this isn't the dullest drill bit I've ever used, I'm gonna throw this in the dull drill bit pile and move on. See if I can find a little bit of a sharper one real quick. All right, this is also one that has clearly been abused and used and heated up beyond recognition. Let me throw this into the unbearable drill bit pile. I have a feeling that at some point within the next couple months, I will have to actually purchase drill bits, which I have not done in years. I always just come across them. So yeah, that'll be fun. Get a little extra goodie in the garage. One of the consumables that I have not fully used up for a long time. I'm trying to use them all this year. Using all my consumables this year. Perfect. That's what you want. You want to grab the item that you're drilling and spin it off there. That's what you want. Perfect. Slightly off center. It's exactly how I like it. I don't want it to be too perfect. Huh, that's really crooked. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Just a little. That's okay. It's a rat bike. That's the beauty of a rat bike. You get to basically make it look janky. Make it look just janky enough. It actually doesn't look too crooked. It's just slightly off, but I will not be able to tell. Okay, so let's see here. I am happy. Through heavens and earth, I alone am the honored one. Yes, you are, Michael. You are honored among all, especially Lisa. Lisa honors you, I believe. She just waved at you, Michael. How you doing, Lisa? We're here for a Fang's Garage early edition. I've already injured myself. I have no idea how. I don't feel pain anymore since I, according to most, have a bunch of split personality. I've been doing a lot of fractions lately, trying to divide up the math, do the math, and figure out how many personalities exactly I do have. But Craig has actually been distracting me, telling me that we need to go out and get rolled tacos. So I have lost all interest in trying to make any inquiries about my inner self and what my mind may contain. So I'm just going to continue on with the project. I really don't care, Craig. Let's go get the tacos. I don't need to think about this. I don't need to think anymore. I just need to act. Okay. So that's pretty much good. Let's see here. I only have 30 minutes before I have to essentially stop. Oh, I think that'll be enough time. Why not? Let's do it, huh? Shall we? Shall we try and bust out the welder extremely fast? Let me see. That might not be enough time, actually. By the time I pull the welder out and everything, it will be time to put it back. And I won't have enough time to put it back. I will just have enough time to pull it out. So I cannot do that. Let's see here. What else can be done? Oh, you know what? I could cut. You know what, Lisa, my foot is horrible today. It was so bad, I actually had to go make a doctor's appointment. So that's why I'm live now. And why it will be a semi-short one, Lisa? Because the pain has unfortunately conquered me, and I have broken down enough to where I was trying to drive my vehicle this morning and I was riding around in pain. I did not like driving a manual transmission car this morning because my foot feels like it was crushed by 1,000 meteors and somehow it's still attached to my leg. But yeah, I'm going to be going to the doctor in a little bit here, actually. That's why I don't have time to grab the welder and get to the welding right now. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully find out that my foot is okay and that I'm just imagining things again and that it's all in my mind. Possibly one of my other personalities, maybe Craig, maybe Randy, maybe Mike. Maybe one of them is just the one with the messed up foot and it's not me. I'm hoping that's the case, Lisa. Man, this thing is scratched up. But yeah, let me see if I can maybe figure out something else to do. Maybe I should just focus in and try and clean up some of this stuff that is blocking the welder so much. But yeah, there is some good news. Are you gonna wear these, Courtney? Okay. Courtney wants to be a little bit goofy today. She can be a little goofy Gus at times, but guys, it's all in good fun. She does just like to play around and she'll have a little gag here and there. This fool 260, what's going on, big dog? You're back. This fool 260 says, bro, I need that gremlin. Tom, this fool over here wants to talk to you, and he said he needs that gremlin. He said he needs you. He said he wants you. He said he cares about you and that he loves you. Hey, what's up, this fool? I heard you want me. Don't you want me, baby? Well, you can't have me, okay? I work here full time. There's not good benefits, but the dental is actually great. Check it out, guys. Smile. Sorry, this fool. He is a full-time employee here. He actually works for tips. And by tips, I mean he likes to eat the tips off of the drumstick ice cream cones. That's how we pay him, guys. We have a big, giant contract with the drumstick ice cream company, and basically they send us just the tip of the ice cream cone, the part that has a little chocolate in the bottom. They chop them off. It's precision machined, and they cut it and they get it ready for Tom. He likes to eat them. Just the tip. That's the brand. It's a little thing that he's trying to pull off. I said, Tom, I don't think this is going to work. That seems like kind of a crazy name to be trying to name for like an ice cream company, and you're not. It's not even a real company, Tom. You're seriously just cutting the ends off of the drumstick ice cream cones and then trying to label it as your own product. I don't think that's really how it works, Tom. But he didn't want to listen to me. He never wants to listen. What's going on, this fool? This fool loves Tommy Boy. This fool is a big time fan of Fangs Garage, and of course this fool and me go way back. I'm not talking about this fool. I'm talking about this fool 260. We used to go out and we actually used to work for Cheez-It, guys. We used to work for we were sales representatives for Cheez-Its when Cheez-Its was kind of in a big decline in the early 2000s. Me and this fool 260 freaking, we go out door to door just promoting Cheez-Its and making the people just more aware that the brand is still around. We would be going door to door, handing out Cheez-Its left and right. If you look at my pockets, including my shirt pockets, anytime in the early 2000s, they're going to be packed to the brim with Cheez-Its, original and white cheddar flavor. That's the only other flavor that they had at the time, guys. The white cheddar was kind of the breakout moment for Cheez-Its. They said, I think that we can do this, guys. I think that we can diversify. I think that we could do something besides the standard cheddar flavor. And I was in the boardroom with this fool, and this fool said, hey, you know what? What about a bacon one? And they said, get the heck out of my freaking sight. I cannot stand to even be in your presence anymore with these disgusting ideas of bacon Cheez-Its. Are you freaking out of your mind? You need to go to the doctor. I'm going to call the employee helpline and make sure that I schedule a doctor's appointment for you because you've clearly lost your mind. Do you think that anybody is going to be eating freaking bacon flavored Cheez-Its? Are you dumb? And this fool, basically, being this fool that he is, went behind their backs and said, you know what, guys, he went down to R&D. He said, guys, I have this idea. Don't shoot me down too quick. Bacon flavored Cheez-Its. And they said, you know what's weird? We were just talking about that earlier. They said, why is there no more Cheez-It flavors? This fool said, I know. That's what I've been trying to tell them. And they said, I know. We brought it up in the meeting too. And they laughed us out of the room. They said, let's do it. And this fool said, are you serious, dude? This is a lifelong dream that I've had. They said, no, dude, we are going to do it and we're going to do it right. And we're going to show them exactly what bacon and flavored Cheez-Its can do for this community. They went out there, they did the research on their own time, guys, off the clock. And they were researching different kinds of bacons, different kinds of flavorings, different kinds of smoky flavors. Because of course, if you're going to have something bacon flavored, the smoke is actually the critical secret ingredient that is going to make it taste like bacon. But this fool and the R&D team went out there on their own time, guys. That shows dedication, that shows commitment, that shows that you are not just there to collect a paycheck, that you actually care about Cheez-It. And they went out there, they developed the Cheez-It bacon flavor. They went into that board meeting the next time they had one. And it turns out the Cheez-It CEO, the CEO, that's what they call him because it's cheese related. The CEO came in and said, what is this? There was a little plastic bowl on the table. And they said, I don't know, what is that actually? And that's when this fool spoke up. He said, it's bacon. And the CEO said, what? Bacon? And the upper management got really pissed off. They said, how could you go behind our back like this, dude? We already told you that we didn't want that. We already told you we didn't want no bacon flavored Cheez-Its. And this fool said, I don't care what you think is right. I care about what the people need. And so he freaking, without hesitation, grabbed a handful of the bacon flavored Cheez-Its, walked over to the CEO, crushed up a big handful of them, grabbed his mouth and shoved them into his mouth. And once the ambulance was able to get him back to life because he was choking on all of the ground up Cheez-It crackers in his mouth, once they were able to get that out of his throat and get him back breathing and get him back, get his composure back because he did pass out, he said, who the heck did that? Because he's very disoriented. And this fool said, me. And he said, who did this? And then this fool said, it was me. And he said, you? Come on, you're the new CEO. And that's how this fool became the new CEO, guys. I mean, it was incredible. It was a movie moment. I couldn't really believe it. It was like one of those moments in a movie where you think that the character is going to get just chewed out. And he freaking got the promotion of a lifetime. I couldn't believe it. I said, this fool right here with his freaking bacon ideas. I love it. Sorry, guys. I get really passionate when I start talking about Cheez-Its. Yes, exactly. We were doing door-to-door Cheez-It sales, and it was actually a really lucrative business. We were working on commission, so we would be, we were making hand over fist. I didn't even know what to spend the money on, to be honest with you. I had a whole Jello pool that I had commissioned. Unfortunately, I did not realize how dirty it would get. If you guys have ever filled up a full-size swimming pool with Jello, not only is it really messy and does it stain the tiles, and is it just really bad for the environment, because when an animal falls in there, that's worse than quicksand, guys. They're going to be living in this Jello paradise as they eat themselves into a diabetic coma because I didn't get the sugar-free ones. I got the full, regular 100% cane sugar Jello, guys. But yeah, it got really dirty. It was disgusting. There was hair in it. Sinister says, I'd like to talk to you today about our Lord and Savior, Cheez-It Christ. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I remember. You know what? I'd love to hear about it, actually. I'd love to hear about that. So you can just go ahead and tell me all about that. I have all the time in the world. I actually have an abundance of time right now, besides having to go to the doctor in a little bit to have my foot amputated again. But yeah, I'd love to hear about that. If you want to, feel free to come on by my doorstep. I actually encourage people. I like to I like to invite people into my house, especially if they're door-to-door salesmen or Jehovah's Witnesses, whatever. I'll talk to you for hours, or I'll listen for hours. I really don't care. Okay, let's hear it, Sinister. I've got my ears are wide open. I'm more than willing to hear about the wonders of Cheez-It. I'm not sure what that looks like on paper, but I'm guessing that that they are going to get very excited about you saying that at Cheez-It. That's my door amputated again. Yes, Lisa, unfortunately I have had to have the same leg amputated multiple times. It was a kind of a cyborg thing that they were trying to do. I said, hey, do you think that I could possibly hook up this angle grinder to my ankle? They said, no, I think it's called an angle grinder. I said, are you sure it's not called ankle grinder? And I had basically surgically implanted a angle grinder onto my foot right here. So when I turned it on, I thought it would give me like a rollerblade effect where I could basically be scooting down the street. It turns out that I just got a really bad infection from the rust and all the non-surgical tools that I used. I mean, I thought it would be clean if I basically wiped it off and hit it with a lighter. Turns out it was not clean or sterile. So not looking good, guys. I'm really quite sick of getting my limbs cut off and just basically they're trying to basically cut me down to nothing, and I won't let them. They've talked to me about possibly installing a sort of a cyborg Ray-Ban Meta eyeball. I said, you know what, guys, I don't know about the whole privacy thing. It seems like you guys are going to be gathering my information out of my Ray-Ban Meta eyeball, and I really don't feel comfortable with that. I mean, if they want to watch me just do 1,000 push-ups every day like I normally do, then fine, go ahead. By all means, you could get a couple of tips. Maybe you could work on your form a little bit. Maybe you could, but if they want to sit there and watch me while I'm doing my competitive 3-legged races, I don't think so, bub. You're not stealing my technique. I know that's what Ray-Ban has been trying to do. Been trying to steal all my ideas, such as the Cheez-It, the Cheez-It energy drink that I've been working on, guys. It's been very Cheez-It oriented today, but that is for good measure, because I am trying to work on my digestion and stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to invent this Cheez-It energy drink. It's just basically like liquid cheese. I essentially just take Cheez Whiz and melt it down into a little 5-hour energy bottle, take the label off and call it the Cheez Whizzer. Makes you whiz around all over the place. I mean, it really gives you a lot of energy. It's got 600 grams of protein in it. It's got freaking all the micronutrients that you could ever even think of, including some that you can't think of. It actually doesn't exist in this dimension. So of course we are selling interdimensionally and online at cheezitsupplements.net. Again, Cheez-It, please stop responding to all my emails. I am not going to stop promoting my new drink. I am not going to stop supplying the people with what they want. I'm not going to stop making cheese flavored stuff, and this fool will not stop with the bacon flavored stuff, guys. He's coming out with a new bacon flavored BLT drink. I'm really excited about it. It's double the bacon, double the fat. We added a bunch of saturated fat into it, so it's going to be really good if you guys are searching for a supplement with a bunch of saturated fat. And yeah, I mean, it's really going to be good for your cholesterol, guys, if you're trying to raise your cholesterol all the way up to the top and really reach your full potential. That's what I think it's going to be best for. But who knows? I mean, it could be used in the beauty industry. Me and Gizmo actually came out with a line of chapsticks a couple of years ago. It was, of course, tuna flavored chapstick. Not a big seller, surprisingly. They said it was going to have a big market overseas, and they lied. Our suppliers didn't know what they were talking about. Oops. Sorry, guys. It looks like the big chapstick is trying to silence me again. Yeah, they said it was going to be really good overseas. I said, that's great. Let's do it. We set up a whole system for just making the products and selling the products and everything. All the infrastructure was all laid out. And basically we sold about 200 units. I lost about $70,000. I of course borrowed that from my uncle. And he's been contacting me almost every day trying to get that money back. I said, you're not gonna get the money back. I already spent it. The chapstick idea just fell through. And I don't really know what to tell you, Uncle Steve, but you're not getting that money back. So you might as well just forget about it. You're never getting that money from me. I can tell you that much, Steve. I said the chapstick business didn't work out, Steve, and I don't know what to tell you, okay? He doesn't want to hear any excuses, of course. We get in this big fist fight. The police are called. Gizmo gets involved, ends up biting him. Now my Uncle Steve has rabies. He had rabies before, but now he has a worse case of it. So good luck, Steve. I mean, if you're watching, Steve, which I'm sure you are, you're not getting that money back. Especially after you decided to give me that wedgie in the parking lot of Wiener Schnitzel, and you made me bleed, okay? I know you don't want to believe that it was because of the wedgie, but the marks, there's no way that the marks could have gotten there besides a wedgie, a power wedgie, actually, because of the amount of force that you have to do. If you're gonna do a power wedgie, guys, you're gonna have to bend your knees, okay? Even if the person is this tall, still gotta bend your knees, grab on firmly. What you're gonna do is you grasp onto the underwear with your right hand, firstly your dominant hand, then your non-dominant hand. And what you're going to do is you curl your hands backwards like this. So you get a good purchase on there, you got a good grip. And then what you do is you're just going to want to extend, just basically power through like a power lift as you do the power wedgie, and just whoo! The whole point of the power wedgie is basically to lift is to step on your safety goggles and then lift the person up into the air. That is really the dramatic effect of the power wedgie. A regular wedgie is just gonna kind of make them feel embarrassed, uncomfortable, especially if you guys are alone and you're in a quiet room and there's no one else around to laugh at it, and you just keep trying to give your friend a wedgie. It's not quite as funny it's much funnier if there's a bunch of friends around. But if you're just trying to sneak around and give your friend a wedgie and they keep telling you to stop, and they said, well, I don't want to hang out with you anymore because this is all you want to do. You're just always behind me every time. I can never be at ease because you're always like trying to give me a wedgie. I mean, it happens, guys, in friendships, and really that's what they mean when they say that friendships do take effort. You're gonna have the effort I'm implying, or that I'm talking about, is you're gonna have to make a conscious effort every day not to give your best friend a power wedgie when he's trying to talk to a girl that he's interested in, okay? When he said he needed a boost, a lift up, a wingman, that's not what he meant, okay? He didn't mean wingman like lift me up in the air by my underwear like I have wings and I can fly. That's not what he meant. He was trying to say, like, help me out, man. You know that I'm a little bit overweight. You know that I am not confident right now. You know that I just ate all that Little Caesars last night and now I'm kind of bloated, I'm greasy. I'm not feeling too good, man. I need a wingman. I don't need you to be over here. And when I'm trying to talk to Jessica, you give me a power wedgie, you lift me 6 feet off the ground, I'm hovering there, and you hold me there for 10 minutes. I can't do this, dude. You're supposed to be my best friend. That's the kind of discussions that I have with my best friends, guys. And I mean, it is, what's going on, big dog? Stop playing games. I'm trying not to play games, big dog. But I am going to have to prolong the welding a little bit because I have to end the stream in about 10 minutes. I have a doctor's appointment I gotta get to, big dog, so that I can get my foot hopefully healed, and so I can work on the projects more. Last night, I actually, in the middle of the stream, had to pause for, I don't know, a couple of seconds, because the pain was so excruciating that I literally could not think of what to say. Which is bizarre, because I literally have words coming out of my mouth, so much so that it is while I'm sleeping. That's what happens. I will scream in my sleep. I actually will last night I sat up in bed and screamed at the top of my lungs, "We're live!" All the critters inside the room were not too excited about that. I woke everybody up. The chimps started wailing and screaming. All the iguanas that I keep up near the ceiling, they were all crawling around like they were really stressed out. And I just said, hey, you know, guys, I can't help it. Michael Bernhardt says, was that original gremlin from the 80s? Yes, it was. It is an actual prop from the movie, but he's actually one of the actors. I mean, if you want to know the truth, he's paid lump sum $3,000, but it was for a 6-week shoot for his 2 scenes. But yeah, he is one of the originals.
I'm the original, baby. What's going on, Michael? Me and Michael go way back. We actually used to work at Hobby Lobby. What's up, Michael?
So yeah, guys, tonight I will be working on this scooter again. Hopefully I will be completing a little bit more than what I've completed in this live, which was just essentially using a grinder for 10 seconds and then drilling out a hole. But this is a bonus live episode, guys. I don't normally go live in the daytime because I'm not actually allowed to be out in the daylight legally because of the contract that I've signed with several different vampire groups. But I'm basically going to be live. I heard he lives in Volkswagen. Yes, he does. He actually lives in a Volkswagen van down near the beach. It's actually a really good spot. Tom, the gremlin, he likes to surf a lot, which is kind of a taboo thing for a gremlin to do or to be into. He was into bodyboarding for a long time. But yeah, it's the ears, guys. It really is the ears that make everything a little bit more difficult for a gremlin. It's the aerodynamics of it. When he's hitting the wave, when he's in the barrel and his ear starts dragging on the wave as he's going by. Some people see it as a sort of trick that he can do. He sees it as something that is making his head go like, oh, and he can't keep his head straight because his ears are like little sails out there on the seas when he is scooting around on that surfboard. But yeah, he basically lives in a Volkswagen now. It's a little Volkswagen van, but he basically retrofitted it to have all the bells and whistles that you could ever ask for. I mean, he's actually living like a king, guys, believe it or not. For a little gremlin that is essentially just sleeping on my couch right now, he actually has a lot of amenities. So that is good news. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna close up shop. I gotta go maybe take a quick bath, bubble bath for my doctor. He's gonna take one look at my foot and be like, why is there a bunch of Cheez Whiz and bacon Cheez-Its on your feet? I'm gonna say, you know what, it was part of a live. I don't know. I can't exactly tell you, doctor, but I know that you understand. But guys, I'll be live again tonight. 9:30 with the chimp. We'll be hanging out, eating bananas, and hopefully we'll play a little Uno. Who knows? He does like to cheat. So yeah, I told them that you like to cheat. Sorry. Guys, we'll be back again. Don't play the Uno reverse card without me. It's Fang's Garage. See you at 9:30 Pacific tonight. See you later.